It's been just over 4 years since the COVID-19 pandemic shook the world. The pandemic left a lasting impact on the country's labor force. In tonight's Your Money Matters, we check in with a local economist about where the workforce stands in South Dakota today. From closed schools and stores to quiet downtowns and restaurants, it's hard to forget the reality that COVID-19 brought us in 2020. It took a toll on South Dakota's workforce that led to a 3-year recovery phase. But local economist Devin Schaefer says it looks like things are getting back to pre-pandemic levels.
So there's a big boom after the recovery phase through the pandemic, and now we're starting to see a little bit more of average growth rates I've seen, but still a really good position.
According to research Schaefer did for the Dakota Institute, South Dakota's non-farm workforce reached 468,200 people by July 2024. The top 3 employment sectors include trade, transportation, and utilities, as well as the government sector and education and health services. The sector that had the best recovery, though, was hospitality.
When the pandemic started, we basically went into the lockdown period and we lost a ton of jobs in the state. You can basically see almost half of that was just the leisure and hospitality sector. And then that's basically the starkest rebound too in the state.
2 sectors that Schaefer says are still lagging in employment numbers is financial activities and information.
They have always been a little bit on the lower end, even before the pandemic. So I look back to all the way to 2014. And we've kind of been, for both the information and the financial activities, kind of seen a negative labor force growth rate.
Overall, Schaefer believes South Dakota's labor force is in a good spot.
You know, I feel like there's this sense of, well, the labor force isn't what it used to be. And I think you see a lot of that where it's really hard to find help. And that is kind of part of our low unemployment rate and our high labor force participation rate. But I think it's good to kind of say, you know, from a numbers standpoint, from a data standpoint, we've gotten pretty close back to that mean.
The research Schaefer conducted about South Dakota's labor force was put into a newsletter from the Dakota Institute. You can find a link to that entire publication under this story on KELOLAND.com.